Hey folks, this is Reg Kim. I'm one of the student success coaches at the Center for Academic Achievement, and I want to show you the tool that you could be using on your Canvas calendar to help organize some of your assignments, especially in courses where the professor or the instructors haven't put up all of the assignments onto their calendars. So if you go into your Canvas and you'll see over on the left side your navigation buttons, if you click on calendar, you'll usually get this screen. Now this screen can be viewed either by month or by week or by agenda. And we'll talk about the different sort of benefits of viewing it in those ways. But if you look at the month, you can see how the month is laid out. And over here, you can see the different calendars and courses that you can use to populate what's happening here on your screen. What you'll notice too is that some of these courses don't actually have much information. So for example, this course that I am registered in called Free Food on Canvas, you'll see that there aren't any green items on the calendar. And that's because there aren't any events that are labeled or have been designated for that course that have been posted by the instructors. And this is where the Canvas calendar can be very useful. Canvas is usually the first place that we log on to because we're checking in on our assignments or our readings or different ways that we're trying to prepare for class. And so using our Canvas calendar often gives us the ability to put all of that information into one calendar. And by adding our own events, you can actually supplement the places where your professor or your instructors are not posting their materials. You can use this calendar then in the same way that you would use your iCal or your Google Calendar or your Outlook calendar, because it's the first place that most of us stop when we're trying to figure out what we need to do for courses. Like I said before, you can see this calendar by selecting the week view, where you will have a whole week's laid out, and you can see that there's all these different assignments that are populating a week. You could do it by the month view, which I've already shown you. But another nice feature of the Canvas calendar is that you can do it by agenda, so that you can organize and see the different assignments that are forthcoming, and you can see what's passed because you'll see those strike-throughs on all the assignments that have happened prior. So it's a good way to keep track of what you have accomplished. It's a good way to keep track of what you may have missed, and it's a very good way to keep track of what may be upcoming in your courses. So quickly, I want to just show you how you can use this calendar. For example, you'll see that on September 15th, there actually isn't an event. But if I click on that date, it'll call up a menu item that I can, or call up a pop-up where I can create an assignment. So let's say that I want to include problem set 15 due. And I can put the date for that. I can put what time it's at, or what time it's due. So let's say it's for my 9:30 a.m. class, right? And I can say that that class goes to 10:20. And location usually doesn't matter since we're all online at this point, but you can then pick which course you want this to apply. So for example, as I showed you earlier, there aren't very many items on this list from this course, Free Food on Campus. So I'm going to pretend that this is an assignment for that class, which the professor hasn't put up, and I'm going to put submit, and it creates that item on your calendar, which you can then use moving forward. So you can see it shows up here on the monthly calendar for the 15th, but if you want to go back to the weekly calendar, you can see how now it's placed within the context of all your other assignments. So the green course, Free Food on Campus, now has an action item for me to view on this calendar. It'll also end up in your agenda. So now all of these are upcoming for the 14th, but oh, look what happens here. We've got on the 15th our event or assignment that we created. By assigning these events and these assignments to particular courses, it'll help you keep track with all of your other courses on what's coming, and you can place these things that aren't originally on your Canvas calendar into the context of your big calendar so that you can see big picture what's happening on the horizon and what might be happening during this next week for you. Hopefully this has been a helpful exercise for you to see how to add your own personal events and other assignments that may not be on the calendar. Hopefully you can use this to organize and better keep track of your time and to see and plan ahead for what big items and what small tasks you may have on your calendar. Thanks for watching and have a great semester.